This is Nick with Build Brothers Roofing at 5963 Jamar Drive. Out here in the Claremont area, started my digital inspection on top of this architectural shingle roof. This is a pretty aged roof. You can see that there's a whole bunch of moss buildup along the roof. You can see that a lot of the seams are starting to come apart as well. Things are starting to get really loose also. You can see just how loose all these seams are. And I'll show some other areas that are kind of showing the wear and tear on this roof. But we got a bunch of penetrations on this property. You can see the majority of the sealant along all these penetrations has completely worn away. All the water, every time it rains, all the moisture is going to be coming down these pipes and getting into the property itself. Again, more penetrations over here on this side, and you can see all the sealant that is basically just diminished over time. The other thing I wanted to point out is, we'll go over here on this side, the amount of granule loss that we have on this product. So you can see how shiny all of these shingles are, okay? So essentially what's happening is the oils on this shingle product have started to evaporate. And as those oils evaporate, the granules deplete every time it rains. And as those granules deplete, the fiberglass becomes exposed. That's all that shiny furry stuff. Once that fiberglass is exposed, the waterproofing is greatly affected. And again, you can see just how loose this product is. This stuff is really just kind of starting to come up at the moment. You can also see just how fragile the material is as well. This stuff really kind of just starts to crumble in your fingertips when you touch it. So when it gets to be that point, it's a telltale sign that the product itself has gone past its life expectancy. You know, typical shingles, new fresh shingles, they're going to be very sturdy. They're going to be adhering to the shingle that is underneath it. None of them are going to be as loose as all of these are as well. And you can see also all the water and moisture that's getting underneath these shingles too. So as that water and moisture gets underneath it, it ends up finding its way into all of the nail holes and all the staple holes that are underneath it. All right, so you can end up seeing all of the exposed staples, right? So as you start to see all that, you know, moisture get underneath these staples and the nail holes, no matter how tiny a hole on the roof is, it's always going to allow water to penetrate itself. So again, more sealant that's missing along all the penetrations. And then you can also see how the ridge caps are a different color. So essentially what that means is these ridge caps were replaced. The original ridge caps, I'm assuming, were probably all cracked and depleted. So they went ahead and already replaced those. But it just kind of shows you what the lifeline of this roofing product has already been. So I'd imagine this roof is, you know, 25 years old. It's got some good wear and tear on it. It might have a few years left on it, depending on whether or not there are already leaks coming from the property itself. But it's close to the end of its life expectancy. So if the homeowner is looking to be proactive, if they're looking to change the color up of this roof to match the nicely renovated home that's underneath it, then what I would suggest doing is a full tear off. So we tear this roof off, get everything down to the wood decking. Once we go ahead and tear the product off, we're going to be able to address any kind of bad wood that's underneath it. After that, we apply a layer of synthetic underlayment. We are an Owens Corning preferred contractor, so that means that the Owens Corning underlayment will come with a 50-year warranty to go along with our 10-year workmanship warranty. We'll add brand new drip edge to go along the entire perimeter of the home, and then the roofing shingle goes right on top of that. And like I said, there's all kinds of different colors that we can choose from. It will be an architectural shingle, just like the shingle that is on this roof at the moment. But again, we can really kind of change up the look of the home. But you know, if they're not planning on doing anything, I would say this roof has another few years left on it, you know, depending on how well it holds up over these next storms over the next few years. As of right now, there's no immediate need to change it. But again, if the homeowner is looking to be proactive, I would suggest a full tear off, and then you can switch up the color of the house as well. That's it for my inspection.